Welcome back to the channel, guys. Jacob here with Into the Woods. Now I'm going to switch up today's video a little bit. I've got a few new molds that I had planned on making in today's video. However, after the last couple trips out on the water, I'm changing it up. And that's because the 3.25 Old Buzzard from Hog Salad has been absolutely on fire right now. I don't know what it is about that bait and that profile, but right now the fish just love it. And I've caught everything: largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, green sunfish, bluegill. Everything eats this bait. And I've thrown it in a variety of different ways, primarily on a Texas rig with a 1/0 hook and a 3/16 ounce weight. You can throw it on a little ball head jig, a football jig. You can throw it however you want. The thing just gets bit. Now, because of that, I've went through almost every single one of them that I have. The bottom of my boat is full of ripped up ones. So today we're going to restock, make a few more. I figured I'd bring you guys along, and we're going to check out a couple colors that I haven't made in this bait before. So enough talking. Let's get over here to the bench and let's get to making it. So one of the colors we're going to do today is I'm going to take the Lava Crawl Green from Barlow's and put it on one side. Now, I've been trying to find a green pumpkin pearl, like mica powder, to use on the other. This green onion from Eye Candy, as far as pictures on the internet, this is the closest that I can find as far as like a green pumpkin-ish color. So I'm going to use this one to try to laminate the other side and see how well those work together. So I'm going to start with 1/8 of a teaspoon. I've never used this, so I'm not real sure. And it's going to be kind of a rounded scoop. Hopefully you can see that. And we're going to see how close to green pumpkin this is. It kind of looks like it might have a little bit of like a goldish color to it. So we'll get this all mixed in and we'll see what it looks like. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I'm just going to add the each one of these powders and then just some medium black flake to each side. I think that color would look really good just by itself, but I want to find something that just complements this color really well. And I'm kind of hoping that this is the one to do it. That's looking pretty good right there. It's kind of hard to tell with this powder. It looks still really translucent on the stirrer, but pretty thick in the cup. Since this is a small bait, I think I am going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to go back with my 1/8, but I'm only going to do about half a scoop. And then we'll leave it at that. I'll add the exact same amount of powder to the other side, just kind of try to keep things even. And I'll finish getting that all mixed in here in a second. And for our Lava Crawl Green, same thing. I'll do one kind of rounded scoop and then about half a scoop. And we'll see how that looks. A lot of the crawfish in this area kind of have that brownish, reddish tint to them. So that's why I want to use this Lava Crawl on the bottom side. I don't want it all to be this color. While this is a very natural color just by itself, I feel like some of the crawfish around here just have a little bit more of that greenish look, so that's why I want to laminate it with that other color. But I think that's looking pretty good. And then, like I mentioned, I'm just going to go with some medium black flake. I'm going to go 1/4 teaspoon in each side. And that's all I'm going to do for flakes. So I'm going to get this flake stirred in, make sure all this powder's all mixed up, and we'll inject this first run. Mold is cooled off. Let's see how these turned out. What side they're going to come out on. All right, so there we go. We've got that. It's kind of a green pumpkinish looking color, that green onion. Like I said, it does kind of give off a little bit of a gold highlight effect. And then there's that Lava Crawl green. So that's what I wanted. You can see right there, it's a very subtle difference. I was hoping this would happen. The green from that Lava Crawl green kind of plays off of that green onion. And it's a very subtle shift. So it's primarily that greenish colored bait, because just a solid green pumpkin is what has been working extremely well for me. But look at this bait right here. See how you get those reds and oranges and stuff to come out from that lava craw? That is exactly what I was wanting. Because like I said, the crawfish in our area, they're primarily that like greenish, kind of brownish color. But every once in a while, you get a little bit of that red. So that turned out exactly how I was hoping it would. And like I said, in certain lights, you can see right there how you get those reds and oranges to come out. But overall, it is a primarily green bait. That looks really, really good. Let me know what you guys think of this color. What do you think of that green onion color? It's got a little bit more gold in it than what I would like for just a plain green pumpkin. And if you know of a green pumpkin pearl powder, let me know, because I'm struggling to find one. But I think those look really good. Look at that sprue right there. You can see the bottom, how you get those colors coming through in the right light. That is exactly what I was hoping for. All right, there's color number one. Now let's get on to color number two. For the second color, we're going to use this black watermelon from MF, and we're just going to squirt some in. This is a fairly translucent color, so we can get away with just kind of squirting some in. But that gives us a nice, it's a very dark looking color in the cup, but then as you see on the stir, it's a very like vibrant watermelon. I feel like this is probably one of the more underrated watermelon colors. But that's all we're going to do with that one. And then for the other side, we're going to go with Lure Dark Cinnamon. Same thing, we're just going to squirt some of that in. Because like I mentioned, our crawfish are kind of that greenish, brownish color. So this dark cinnamon is going to kind of give us that brownish color. But as you can see, you'll get a little bit of those like purplish accents to it. I think it'll turn out pretty good. And then for flake, I'm going to go with an 1/8 teaspoon. I'm going to do the small 0.015 mocha. And I'm going to put the exact same flake in both sides. And then I'm also going to add the small 0.015 midnight green, also in 1/8. And that's it. We're keeping both of our colors today fairly simple. So the same as before, I'll get all this glitter stirred in all the way, and then we'll inject it and check it out. The mold is cooled down. It's time to see what this second color looks like. Oh yeah. So you can see there's that scuppernong on the back, gives it that nice kind of dark brown color. And then that black watermelon, so let me get this out of here. So the black watermelon looks very dark at first, but then I'll probably have to throw it in some better lighting here in a second. But right up here in the top, you're going to get some of that really nice, you can see it right there, some of that bright, vibrant watermelon color. Let me throw it under the light box and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. All right, so here's an up close look. So if I hold it right there, you can see as that light passes through those ridges, you still get that vibrant watermelon color, but overall, this is a dark bait. Now, I made this one in particular because we've had a lot of rain and a lot of storms lately, so it's got our water kind of muddied up. This right here will be an incredible color to use in dirty water. This darker profile is going to kind of stand out a little bit better and make it easier for the fish to see. Because a lot of times in muddy water, you can throw just a black bait. They're just looking at kind of the outline of the bait. It just makes it easier for them to see. But this color is really, really nice. There's that nice dark cinnamon. And I like using, on colors like this, I like to use the exact same flake on both sides because it kind of helps blend. You don't get such a drastic color difference, and it just makes it look a little more natural. But then depending on the light, If the sun comes out and it's super bright and sunny outside, I'll throw the watermelon side up. And then if it's kind of dark and cloudy, I'll just flip it over and throw the dark cinnamon color up. That is the benefit of this bait being symmetrical. Both sides are the same. There isn't a top and bottom, so you can throw it either way that you want. But that color right there looks really, really nice, and I have a ton of confidence with this little bait. Let me know what you guys think. And there you go, quick little video showing you guys a couple different colors that I'm going to be throwing. Like I said, I've been going out to Table Rock Lake recently, and that bait has been absolutely killing it. Doesn't matter how you fish it, you can swim it, hop it, drag it on the bottom, whatever you want, it catches fish. I feel like that smaller profile right now is really key. There's a lot more boat pressure and fishing pressure on the water right now with the temperatures rising, people starting to come back out of hibernation and fish a little bit more. So definitely give those smaller baits a chance. That bait has by far been the most productive for me. Those are the colors that I'm going to have tied on the next time I go out. I've been catching them on just a straight green pumpkin, but I wanted to try a couple of those. I think they're going to work really well. Let me know which one you guys liked best. Do you kind of like the pearlish color or just the natural with that black watermelon and dark cinnamon? Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one.